Otherwise, going from one good guy to a guy who's absolutely the worst. This is the type of stuff that drives me up a wall. And it's Commissioner Adam Silver talking about um, streaming services and how you have to have Peacock, basic cable, NBC, or actually NBC and Peacock are the same, ESPN, all like Amazon. You have to have 1,000 different platforms that you have to subscribe to. And listen to the arrogance of this man and how he thinks us fans will follow him blindly by subscribing to everything.
There's a huge amount of our content that people can essentially consume for free. I mean, this is very much a highlights-based sport, so, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, you name it, any service, the New York Times for that matter, to the extent that your content is not behind a paid firewall. There's an enormous amount of content out there. YouTube, by another example, that is advertising-based that consumers can consume.
It's a highlight-based sport. Tell me, to all the NBA fans out there who have never watched a single second of hockey, I think now's a really good time to start to watch hockey more than basketball, because your commissioner just called his own sport a highlight-based sport. Highlight-based. Oh, we love to make the joke that the only important part of an NBA game is the final 5 minutes, hell, maybe even the final 2 minutes. Otherwise, the rest of the other 41 to 46 minutes, you can do without it. Don't worry about it. Or 43 to 40, all of that. He just totally threw his own sport under the bus and says that, oh yeah, hey, if you can't afford to, pay for all these streaming services to watch your favorite team, oh, don't worry, you can just catch it on the NBA page on YouTube. Meanwhile, if I was going to show you a Celtics highlight, I would get flagged and demonetized because I would be showing a highlight of an NBA game. So explain to me how it's, we can use your clips. No, we can't, you dumbass. You just threw your sport under the bus. I don't know who's worse, him or Rob Manfred. Rob Manfred called the World Series title a chunk of metal. And yet, according to Adam Silver, oh, don't worry, our sport's a highlight-based sport anyway. You can just watch the highlights, you'll be fine. You can just check the box scores. What an arrogant POS he is. I cannot believe a commissioner would do that. And listen, I'm not going to tell you how you spend your money, how you should invest your time to or not to in the NBA, but I'm sorry, that is bull. I'm not going to waste a single cent worrying about the NBA like that. Why? Because I have to go and spend more money on streaming services I don't have? That is absolutely asinine. So if I want to watch, let's say, Detroit and LA, but it's on Amazon Prime, yet the Celtics are playing the Heat, and that's on Apple TV. But then you got the Raptors playing the Bucks on basic cable, or they're going to be on ESPN, which I got to subscribe to ESPN for. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is the type of stuff that I talked about last week with the NFL and all their BS streaming stuff. and how Roger Goodell wants to take games international, that he shouldn't. It's dumb. It's foolish. But with this, I mean, just dig yourself a grave, Silver. You know? And if the NBA governors don't oust him by the next contract, then what does that really say about the NBA as a whole? If Adam Silver is not fired by the next time his contract needs renewing, or basically, better way to say this, if his contract is renewed for another long term, what does that say about the NBA as a whole? And what does that say about what the NBA thinks of you as the fan? Sure as hell ain't much. Sure as hell ain't much. I mean, that is just some asinine talk. To think that a commissioner of a sports league is going to belittle you, the fans, because, hey, if you're not rolling in the dough and can afford to waste money on all the effing streaming services, then just go to YouTube, catch the highlights there. You know, it'll save you for most of the game. But part of the fun of watching the game is riding the roller coaster that comes with it, the ebbs and flows. And the fact that you've priced out regular fans just to go to the effing game. Even when you have the friggin' New Orleans Pelicans in town, it's still wildly expensive to go to the game. So I can't go to the game. I can't pay for the streaming services if I'm trying to be budget conscious. And you're telling me that, oh, well, it's all right. Read the box score. Go to the highlights on YouTube. It's no big deal. Our sport is a highlight sport anyway. He should be fired. And they need to bring in a new NBA commissioner. This is an absolute joke of a league, which is why I say to all my friends out there who are diehard Celtics fans, are diehard basketball fans, my suggestion to you, start watching hockey. Learn the game, get into hockey. One, it's a hell of a lot more exciting for 60 minutes than watching basketball. I can tell you that much. You got some big hits being laid out on the ice, and these guys are flying, and they actually fight. I mean, come on. Where's the fun in that, right? Yeah, that's a lot more fun than being told that if you can't afford our product, then just watch the highlights. NHL ain't doing that to you. They got their own stuff, but they sure as hell aren't telling you to just watch the highlights and be okay with it.